There we reached Yaswantpur.
Hello guys, welcome to our new vlog. All the bags in an auto, and then there's the opposite side, there's the metro station. So the person will take out.
We are taking for this luggage. We have booked an auto, and that.
Right now, we may have everything with us, but time.
So guys, we are on time, half an hour before, and the train is half an hour late.
So finally, we could board our train on time and see whom we met. रेलगाड़ी और उसकी पटरी, जाने कैसा है इनका रिश्ता. That is Hosapete railway station. If you want to come to Hampi for a visit, then this is a stop you need to get down at. So that's the first look of our homestay. The banana tree. ये लो हम निकल पड़े जानने के लिए, देखने के लिए और समझने के लिए हम्पी, द यूनेस्को अप्रूव्ड वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट. So here the Forever Together family is out on the street of Hampi to measure its length and breadth of this ancient city, to take a glimpse of its glorious past through its heritage sites. And during this whole visit, we're going to be accompanied by a beautiful person, Mr. Mastan, who will be guiding us through the city.
So we have arrived to the first destination here, that is VITTHAL temple. Too much of rush. There are two options here. Either you can walk down for 1 kilometer to the temple arch, or we have also got an option to take this battery cart.
By the time our cart reaches the temple, let's dig into the history a bit and find out more about Hampi. The early root of Hampi, a cultural temple town in the Bellary district of central Karnataka, can be drawn back to the 3rd century BC. This is the time of the Mauryan king Ashoka the Great. The city was predominantly a Hindu population and further flourished under the kingship of several Hindu dynasties like the Kadambas, the Chalukyas, Rashtrakutas, Hoysalas and the Yadavas. It was in the early 14th century for the first time this part of the Indian peninsula was attacked by the Islamic rulers of the Sultanate, especially that from Alauddin Khilji and Muhammad bin Tughlaq. For the next 20 to 30 years, the kingdom was under the rule of the Sultanate. Until in the year 1336, two brothers, Harihara and Bukka, from a local community, rose to the occasion with their immense chivalry and courage under the guidance of their Guru Vidyaranya from the Singeri monastery, and fought for the motherland with the mighty army of the Sultanate. Came out as victorious, seizing the territory on the bank of river Tungabhadra. Created a new dynasty named as the Sangama dynasty. The kingdom was named Vijayanagara, that means the city of victory in Sanskrit. In the coming 230 years, Vijayanagara was ruled by various clans such as the Saluvas, Taluvas and the Aravidus. However, the kingdom towards its peak during the reign of Raja Krishna Deva Rai in between the year 1509 to 1529. During this period, the capital city Hampi became the epicenter for culture, trade and commerce, with erection of some of the most beautiful and magnificent temples, palaces and public spaces. As the later kings of Vijayanagara became weaker and weaker, they couldn't resist to the repeated and conjoined attacks from the Sultanate up north from Bijapur, Golconda and Bidar. Finally, it was in the year 1565, in the Battle of Talikota, the Vijayanagara army succumbed to the huge alliance army of the Sultanate. The victorious not only looted but also plundered and ravaged the capital city in a most barbaric way. It is believed that the city of Hampi was lit into flames by the invaders, and it took more than 6 months until the complete city was abandoned, leaving behind only the rock pillars and ruins of monuments. Hampi, the once most developed city of medieval India, falls to the ground. Now let's continue from where we have left. This used to be the main market of the city, and people used to come from near vicinity as well as from Gulf, Persia and China to sell their goods, products and also animals like horses and all.
ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಉತ್ಸವ ಮಂಟಪ ಇದೆ, ಸೆಲಿಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಉತ್ಸವ ಮಂಟಪ
This is the main entrance of this temple, VITTHAL temple. Cover. Battle of Kalikot. There are two entrances basically, north and south. There is a big center post here, all around fenced, and this was a chariot inspired from Konark's Sun Temple. Tiny. Here is the structure of main temple.
The temple which we can see right in front is without the sikhara that was damaged during the attack.
So at the far end, that side, on that tip, you can see the North Hampi, the Anjaneya Swami temple and Manji temple. Looks beautiful.
You just span your eyes around and you'll find every carving and stonework is a masterpiece by itself. And here the guide is explaining about each and every carving and the story behind it, mostly relevant to the epic Ramayana of Hindu mythology. Lord VITTHAL is considered as one of the incarnations of Lord Vishnu. And this must be the place of the deity to be worshipped in the Sanctum Sanctorum.
So mostly the carvings on the stones and pillars are based on the mythological story of Ramayana, and right from Sugriv, right from Bali and Ravana, and all characters of Ramayana, these are carved, and still it is prominently visible, although it was in 15th century, so with the passage of time a little bit of erosion has happened on the stone carving, but still it is pretty clear. The story is well described to the people who must be visiting that time in this place as a temple premise, you can say, or a marketplace for horses and all. So let me show you some key highlights of the structure. Here at the bottom we can see some projection where it is meant for water droplets, where rainwater is coming. These are the drains. From here we can find some holes and water will drain from this, and these projections will not allow the water to enter into the structure inside, and that is basically meant for protecting the carvings. And here these ornamental structures I really like the most. Very symmetrical. It seems most of today's jewelry designs and sari designs are inspired from these artifacts. Mostly these pillars and structures are fixed with slot and lock mechanism. And what I noticed here is the main temple, first floor, up to first floor, it is built of stone carving, and on top of that we can see some brickwork. It is almost damaged here, but mostly brickwork above the first slab. This structure is called pagoda structure, inspired from Japanese and Chinese pagodas. These all stones are a kind of musical instrument. Musicians used to hold sandal stick, and if you hit with stick, these all pillars will sound differently, different notes. With that music, the queen or Maharani, she used to dance. That's what we understood here.
बच्चा होता है नागाला जी का बेटा कृष्ण देव राय, उनका पीरियड होता है 1590 1529।
ओके।
उनका पीरियड में ये पूरा सोने का बोला है सर, आपको ये पता है ना? ओके। हाँ, क्या कन्याकुमारी से उड़ीसा तक कवर किया, बंगाली तक से अरबी संग कवर किया। ओके। उनके होने के बाद अलिया रामराय को क्या
I think 2 years back when I saw for the first time this Hampi temple in the show of Mr. Praveen Mohan. I'm very fond of his YouTube videos of all Indian heritage structure. He explains quite well with animation, and it was a long view for all of us to come to this place, and it is worth to visit here, and we can find all our heritage ages back, how people were doing their architecture with their hand scale, with only chisel and hammer, I think. It was indeed a great experience coming to this temple, and now it's time for us to leave this premises and explore other parts of Hampi. So again there is a huge queue for this battery card, so we have planned to move by walk. On our way back, we came across several such market complexes with similar construction. And here we found a huge man-made water body called Puskarini, completely dried up with no water inside. It's time to take a pause with some refreshment. So that's it for the day, and thank you so very much for watching this video. Do like, comment, subscribe, and also share this video to your loved ones, near and dear ones. Your comments, your suggestions would be a kind of guiding factor or a motivating factor for me to create such beautiful videos in the future too. And yeah, that's it from my side. Thank you so very much. Take care. Bye bye.